black people be like, do you want to smoke some weed, man? Welcome back everybody to the Cirque Show 24/7. This is Season 3's two-part, 2-hour season finale of Once Upon a Time entitled Snowdrift and There's No Place Like Home. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, the season finale of Once Upon a Time is here. It went, and man, it did. It was just so well done, just so well done. This show just become such a favorite of mine just to watch. I was super excited that they announced that it was going to be a two-part, 2-hour season finale, just to give because this has been such a big season. Because you got to think about this season. The first half was just about the Peter Pan stuff. The second half was about the Wicked Witch stuff. So it's just been a big season. So I think it deserved this big epic 2-hour season finale. And it delivered on so many levels, which I can really just enjoy and just really tip my hat off to the writers, the actors, and everybody just involved to really bring this whole entire two-part episode just full circle, have great new twists and turns, and that ending though. These two-part episodes was so jam-packed. It had such great content in it that it had opportunities to just showcase the entire ensemble cast of Once Upon a Time, people you might have forgot about, people you haven't seen for a while. It just had an opportunity just to bring everybody in, and just for little cameos here and there. And that's what I like, just to see these people that we haven't seen in a while just come back for this big event. So that just really brought a big joy to my heart just to watch. Oh, there's Red, and there's Jiminy and stuff like that. That stuff right there was really cool to me, just to watch those people come back, for just to wrap this season up. Now this episode, it has to do with everybody's super excited and stuff. They got the baby back. We beat Zelina. Everything's good with the world. You still have Emma. She's still struggling with the fact that she doesn't want to be here with in Storybrooke anymore. She wants to go back to New York with Henry. Live her life like she wants it. Where she feels safe, where she doesn't have to deal with all this fairy tale stuff. And she brings up a good point to where at the past few weeks I was kind of getting on her she's acting like a baby about wanting to take Henry to New York and stuff. But she made a good point when she brought up the whole storybook part of everything, to where she's looking at this book, but she's not really in it. It doesn't have to do. She's just looking at fairy tales and stuff, and she didn't have that. She didn't grow up in a fairy tale type of world. She grew up an orphan, wanting a family, wanting somebody to love her. And it all came in this weird way when she's an adult, and it was all sprung onto her to where it doesn't really feel natural for her. So she wants to get back to just the basics, and just her, Henry, and just having a normal, okay life. But everybody's yo, you fought dragons, you fought Pan, you can't live this normal life. So you need to stop trying to run away from your past and look at the future. And that's where you have that great dynamic with Emma and Hook, and just you can tell Hook, it's hard not to like that guy. What I mean? He's just so charismatic, so just everything about him is just so well done. So you can tell how they balance each other in these episodes. So that's what I really liked about this. What was so cool about this episode, it really played on the fact that people's actions always have consequences, and that it's always just going to come back. Your what you do and how you choose to do it, and just your actions always have consequences. And it really starts with Rumple killing Zelina, activating the whole new curse anyway. And Emma and Hook, they go to try to see what's going on. They end up getting sucked in, and it brings them back into the fairy tale land, or the enchanted forest. And they see that basically they're living what happened in the books, and they're seeing everything play out, and they're trying to trying not to like touch or do anything. You know, that whole butterfly effect type thing. They're trying not to mess up anything in fairy tale land, because if they do, they mess up the entire timeline and things cease to exist. Like certain, just certain like vocal points of the story just doesn't happen, and it really happens when Emma ends up getting the attention of Snow when Snow was supposed to be robbing Charming for his ring and stuff, and it doesn't happen the way it was supposed to. So it just that whole spiral thing just takes place, and that was just really, really cool. I love the fact that, you know, they had a different girl. I love just the different camera works that they have for Snow, because obviously in real life she's pregnant, so you can't really have her run and stuff, but I thought they did it really well to where it was still seamless and you couldn't really tell. And they shot it really well, so, you know, it's just good. You know, kudos to like the directors and everybody involved with that, because it's hard when you have one of your main characters pregnant and she still has these action points to do. But I thought they really handled that entire thing like really well. But yeah, you know, they're like Hook and Emma, they're just trying not to mess up anything more, you know what I mean? And that ends up happening, and they need to try to fix it to get everything back on track with Charming, with Snow, because those two need to be together to conceive like Emma, so Emma can be the savior and, you know, have Henry and this, that, and the third. So to do that, they need like the help of Rumple, and, you know, it's always good to see Mr. Gold in the Rumpelstiltskin form, like him giggling and his old quips that he does with the hand movements and the gestures. It's just always fun to just watch that. So I always love to see like Rumpelstiltskin in full Rumpelstiltskin mode, and the only reason he agrees to, you know, to help out with the whole situation is because he finds out that, oh, he does get to see you know, he does get to see Neil again, and he can try to find Neil and stuff. So that's his whole reason of helping Emma and Hook. So I thought that was just really cool. But also it's cool that we actually got to see Neil again, and it sucks because we already know like his future and how that's gonna end up and how he dies. But it's always good to see just flashbacks of Neil, like, and how him and Emma had a great connection, and how their connection is way different from Hook and Emma's connection, because I like Neil and I like Emma, but you can't deny the fact that Hook and Emma's connection is just way better. It's just way more entertaining, and it was just so good when, you know, they're still trying, Hook and Emma still trying to find ways to get everything on track, and Hook ends up meeting his past self, and he gets jealous because Emma kisses like the old Hook, and Hook ends up knocking out himself. So I thought that was really cool. You know, just great shots and great things, because, you know, that whole part where Hook actually had to hit himself, it looked seamless. It looked like it was two Hooks there, and it wasn't like shot different. It just looked really well. So, you know, I really like that they shot everything really well. It was so cool to watch. But yeah, it takes, like I said, it takes just like these subtle things that we learn about in the beginning of the episode, and it just plays it throughout. Like the whole, like, everything comes back, and everything has consequences, and you have to, you know, pay those consequences. It was subtle at first, like in the beginning, and then once the episode ended and I got to think about it, it's like, oh, they were really playing on that for the benefit of the end. And it was just really cool because, you know, Emma meets this girl who was supposed to be killed by the evil queen, and she ends up saving her. And that is just, when that happened, you know, I should have knew something bad was gonna happen, because Hook was preparing the audience for what was about to happen. He wasn't really what I thought was really funny when I think about it now is Hook is not really telling Emma. He's basically preparing the audience for what's about to happen at the end, and just how people are gonna like freak out. So he's basically telling like, yo, stuff is about to happen because she didn't want this girl to die. So I thought that was really good. And getting back to trying to wrap this up before I make this video too long, but getting to wrap up with the whole girl and Emma saving her, we find out who that girl was. And she was Robin Hood's like wife. You know, she was married, and she was supposed to die. And you know, that was supposed to set Robin Hood on the path with Regina, but she didn't die because Emma brought her back with them. And that was just sad when you find that out. It's just heartbreaking because you're so happy for Regina. Like this second half, like I said, has been so good with just Regina and her like just being such a good person, and her having her great moments, and her falling in love, and just for the writers to just snatch that from us is it's mean, but it's poetic at the same time. You know what I mean? Just to have the writers like give you this great high of, oh, Regina, she's nice now, she's in love, she's got everything she wants. Henry has really accepted her. Everybody in Storybrooke has accepted her. She's got a man now. You know, she's in love. And just to have them rip that out and have like Marion back in the fold, and I don't blame Regina for being pissed at Emma. Like, I don't blame her. And it's going to be interesting to find out. But, you know, like I said, everything had its cost. And not only did Emma and Hook bring that Marion back, they brought like something else back. And in the form of, do you want to build a snowman, Elsa? That was just, I thought that was really, really cool, because at first when, you know, you get the like the blue stuff and it starts to build, it starts to form a shape of a girl, and I was like, oh, maybe it's the Wicked Witch. But I was like, no, it can't be the Wicked Witch because it's blue, and you know the Wicked Witch is all about green. And maybe I was like, oh, maybe it's Cora or something like that, or it's like maybe it's just Pan or something. But then we finally get that reveal with the ice and frozen stuff and the braid to the side and the whole outfit. It was just, I mean, you can't write something like better than that. You can't end on a better note for a season finale than that, for this type of show, because Frozen and the writers are just so smart, and Disney and ABC are so smart, because you know Disney owns ABC and this and that, and you know Frozen is like the biggest animated movie of all time, and people are going crazy for this. So it just makes sense for them to put that in this story to boost ratings, because ratings are already good for Once Upon a Time, but to get for people who haven't even watched this series, and for like somebody say, oh man, you should have watched Once Upon a Time last night, they brought in this whole Frozen aspect from like the animated movie. Like people are going to binge watch like all the way up to season 3, so when season 4 comes, you have Elsa, you have brand new viewers who were like hesitant at first about Once Upon a Time. So I thought it was just a great smart business move to bring the whole Frozen aspect into this show. Very well done. Great season finale. Both episodes was fantastic. I love like they brought in old characters. I love the whole dynamic between Emma and Hook. They finally get the kiss. They finally get the Hook finally gets his like what he's been wanting, and that's Emma. So you know, just everything about it was really, really good. We got the name of the baby, which I thought was a great little nod to Neil, because now we have Prince Neil, and that's just a great nod, because Neil was a big part of getting everybody like safe and stuff, and saving everybody. You got to remember, like Neil was a big part. He sacrificed himself so everybody can, you know, push on and defeat the Wicked Witch. So you know, I thought it was just a noble thing for Charming and Snow to name the baby Prince Neil. So you know, just everything about this episode was really good. What you guys think about the season finale of season 3 of Once Upon a Time? Please like this video, comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought, and as always, this is the Search Show 24/7. Be easy.